Hello, Recruiter DNA crowd. This is just a quick video on how to get started with LinkedIn ads and make a targeted campaign for some recruiting efforts. So you're logged in to LinkedIn. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and you're going to look for, advertising. Click on advertising. Then you're going to click on Start Now. And then now you're at your main LinkedIn ads page. This is what you're going to see the very first time. And LinkedIn does a pretty good job of everywhere you click, these little help tags pop up here. So you're going to name your campaign. Now, your campaign name is not your actual ad. You're probably going to have multiple ads, and we'll go over that in a second. But this is just a general, for IT ads maybe, not the actual ad. Demo. Then you're going to add your destination web page. This is kind of a pet peeve of mine. A lot of recruiters, when they're sending out their emails to invite people to jobs, they will put a link of their career page or their homepage, and you lose a lot of individuals that way because you've only got about 7 to 12 seconds to get someone's attention. And so you've caught their attention by making an ad, and then you send them to a page that does not match exactly what you've advertised, and they back out. So for example, if I was at LinkedIn and I was going to make an advertisement for software engineer, I would not send people just up here to my career page and hope that they find the right ad. I would actually go ahead, click on the actual position that I'm recruiting for, and up top, click on it, copy, and then when you're going to your ad, go ahead and paste it. Paste the entire link. Now, they're not going to see that whole link, but that's the way to do it. That'll increase your effectiveness. Or you can add a page here on LinkedIn. Let's say you use your company uses a LinkedIn job board, and you can just click it right to that link. Then you can add an image, which I definitely recommend you do, and that's a whole other topic on where to go get free images. You could use your logo, but you want to get something that is going to ring a bell or going to catch the eye of the individuals, because remember, these are LinkedIn users just like you. You're going to be on your profile doing searches, and on the right side of the profile, you're going to see that ad. So something that catches their attention, and then you're going to click a headline. And a headline is exactly that. It's going to be something that catches the attention of your target audience. So if you're looking for software engineers or whatever it is you're looking for, get very, very specific, and it's really going to help if you can know who it is or what the person you're targeting is thinking about, what's on their mind. Even though this is the internet, I want you to write the ad for that one candidate that you were looking for. So it's going to be something, to get their attention. And right now, this is just for a demo, so I don't have any prepared text. So I'm just going to put demo headline. But this is important that you spend some time researching this. And then you've got 2 lines and 75 words, or characters I should say, that include spaces, to actually write your ad. So here, now keep in mind, you're probably going to choose to be charged per click, and it's probably going to cost you minimum of $2 a click. So you don't want to be too vague here. You want to get exactly, talk exactly to that person that you want to apply. So, you're the recruiter, you know this position. If you know location is a problem, let's go ahead and start with that. Put the location on there. If salary is a problem, or get very specific, because you don't want just anybody. You wouldn't want to put someone. You wouldn't just want to put here, make more money. Work for a great company, because you're going to get a lot of people that click, and you're going to be charged per click. So get very specific. Looking for expert PHP developer, and then maybe put exactly the location. So spend some time on the actual writing the ads. And then I would recommend you go ahead and link this to your LinkedIn page right here. I think it automatically does it. It just helps give it credibility. And then you're going to go ahead and go to the next step. And this is my favorite part of this whole thing, and it makes it worth paying the $2 to $3 a click, because you are gonna, you've worked on making your ad real specific. Now it's time to actually narrow down who's going to see this. So not everyone's going to see this. So you're going to go down to, if your job is in a certain area, you're going to actually drill down. And let me see here. And you can pick, I'm going to pick somewhere. We're going to go Illinois, and we're going to go just for Peoria. This is just for example. So I only want people in Peoria to see this. And maybe we want to make a little broader search. And then we're going to go, this is brilliant, you could even go by companies. You know your competitors. Let's go right at them. Only people that work at your competitors who work in these areas could see it. Or let's just do job title. Let's just look for, in this example, PHP developers. And let's go ahead and it's going to give you some examples here. Let's go ahead and put senior developer, programmer, and let's just leave it at that. So only individuals who have these titles in their LinkedIn profile who are in these 4 areas are going to see your ad. And you can break it down into groups. So if you knew, I don't think it's going to help. Yeah, it is. So these are groups that are already on LinkedIn. So let's just target people who are part of a certain group. You can do that. And since we're in HR, we're not going to mess with the gender and age. We're going to go to the next step, and it's going to give you. This is just an example, but it's going to automatically give you some presets. It's going to recommend you bid at $3.33. Doesn't mean you're going to pay that, but you're probably going to pay close to it. And then you set a daily budget of how much you want to spend a day. So the default is $25. So at first I would recommend doing $25 and go ahead and doing the default bid. And then at any time you can just go to LinkedIn Ads and pause your campaign. So you can, or if you want, you could just run it. If the budget's already been approved, you can just run it until the date that your job is open. I like doing it, run it continuously, and then I will actually pause it during certain times of the day or certain days of the week to get specific and manage it. And then this is some ads that I already was running, and you can start seeing that you've got some analytics here tied to it. But that'll get you started, and I recommend you play with it, and you're going to get really good results.